Hello, good evening, and welcome to Utena, Lithuania. It's the Basketball Champions League, and it's regular season Group D. Well, we're warming up here for Juventus Utena against KK Mornar Bar. 2 weeks remaining in the regular season. Juventus Utena coming into this game looking to sort of get back into their rhythm so they can go hard into the playoffs. Right now, they are in fourth place at 7-5, and they're taking on a KK Mornar team that are down at the bottom of the standings. Now, here is Group D action for this week. Iberostar Tenerife play later tonight against Citygas Avellino. Boy, that's a big game. Telenet Ostend going up against Megalex, and then SIG Strasbourg going up against Cibona, a surprising Cibona. That'll be tomorrow night. Well, the fans, they know what's at stake here the last couple of weeks. We all know that the group winners, now we're not going to see a group winner in this game. Juventus Utena, they were flying high for a while, but right now you can see they've dropped down to fourth place. And KK Mornar Bar are down at 3-9. But you do have Tenerife up at the top, and if they win their game against Avellino, they will wrap up first place tonight. Remember, they won that thriller, one of the best games of the competition, certainly one of the most exciting earlier this season by 1 point. For KK Mornar Bar, it's been a tough old road, and Coach Pavicevic will know that really it's been a good experience for his team, and they can certainly climb off the bottom of the table with a couple of wins if results go their way. Octavius Ellis, the big center, has been terrific at times, has certainly come up with a lot of highlight reel plays. Certainly not a guy that you want to go at. You're putting your life in danger when you go up against him, but also offensively, he's come up with a lot of big-time plays. Of course, leading them in scoring is Jones. Ellis is their highest rated efficiency per game at 16.6. And also Waller is an effective player. For Juventus Utena, Vytautas Šulskas down at the bottom. Maybe you could describe him as a revelation. He's been terrific. Chepakaitis, number 14. Galdigas, number 44. Very important players, as well as Valdis Vasilius, number 44. Excuse me, number 42. And they're coached by Antonis Sareka. And if you know anything about European basketball, you'll remember that Antonis Sareka was at the helm of Lithuania's national team when it achieved some of the greatest moments in its history, winning Eurobasket 2003 and been playing at the big tournaments at the Olympics in 2004, beating the USA, of course, famously, make it to the semifinals that year. And we have KK Mornar Bar, their team being introduced to the crowd here. KK Mornar will play this game, and then they will wrap things up next week with a home game against SIG Strasbourg. So they'll have Vincent Collet coming into town with his French French club rather. Juventus Utena. Well, there's an important player to the cause, Jamar Diggs. He averages about 31.4 minutes per game, 12.6 points per game. He's got about 5 assists per game. Spencer Parker, he plays considerably less, 15.6 minutes per game, but he will come out and certainly have an impact. Aaron Best, he plays almost half the game, averaging 8.1 points per game. Here's the veteran, Danius Salinga. Now, Salinga is a former Lithuania international. He's been around. He's only joined this team midway through the season. Šulskas is just been terrific, averaging 32.3 minutes per game for coach Antonis Sareka, 12.9 points per game, 4.6 rebounds. per game and 3.4 assists, so he does a little bit of everything. Also 1.3 steals. The only thing he doesn't do that well, Schulskis, is shoot free throws. He's hovering 59.2%, so that's below the 60% mark that is acceptable. A lot of people would say even that's not that great. You want to be up around 70%. So you see Salinga there. Now Salinga has played one game. Last week, 22.6 minutes. He scored 5 points. Handed out 3 assists. And just so you know a little bit about him, how long he's been in the game, he's 39 years of age. Can you believe that? 39, and he's playing for a team in the Basketball Champions League. Albeit not that many minutes, but or not that many games, but who knows? Maybe he'll be a factor down the stretch. Certainly Coach Soreka knows him, or he would not have added him to his team. Referees tonight from Greece, Poland, and Switzerland: Panayotis Anastopoulos, Marek Malajewski, and Marcos Michaelides. Salinga, by the way, was in that Lithuanian team that won the title, the Eurobasket title, back in 2003. So KK Mornar bar will start with Jones, Waller, Vujasevic, Radinovic, and Bakic. Georgi Pavicevic is the head coach of Mornar. Now, we'll be looking at the starting lineup of Juventus Utena. Chepakaitis usually comes off the bench. Diggs, Best, Chepakaitis, Vasilis, and Schulskis will be in that starting 5. There's Sarudavicius tonight. Gytis Sarudavicius of Juventus Utena out of the lineup with flu. There's Coach Soreka.
Driver, jumper, big driver. You want me to press in the back? Jordan. Number 9. Jonas. Jabatawo. Dinoli. Yosef. Didn't.
Well, just so you know, the group winners and the 3 best second-place teams from the 5 groups, a total of 8 teams, will go directly to the second phase of the playoffs. The 2 remaining second-place teams, the 5 third-place teams, and the 5 fourth-place teams, and the 4 best fifth-place teams from the 5 groups will go into the first round of the playoffs, the first phase. So there is a lot riding on this for teams throughout the season to try to get into those top 2 positions, preferably the top 1. If you win your group, you know you're going straight to the second phase of the playoffs. Now, the teams that don't qualify for the Basketball Champions League playoffs, some will go to the FIBA Europe Cup. The 1 remaining 5th place team from the 5 groups, the 5 6th place teams from the 5 groups, and the 2 best 7th place teams from the 5 groups. So at 3 and 9, KK Mornar all the way down at the bottom of the group, and Sonoki Olai are 2-10. You've got the possibility of getting to 5 wins. So they'll try to come out and get the big win tonight and to get in contention for one of the 2 places that move on into the FIBA Europe Cup. So, welcome to Utena, Lithuania. We're off and running. It's Juventus Utena, and Vasilius gets swatted right here at the beginning of the game. There's Waller. Gets it over to Vujasevic. And the turnover. Radunovic. So Diggs now attacks. And Diggs being guarded by Lamont Jones. Now driving in is that man we talked about early on, Šulskis. He really does make the simple plays. Doesn't make many mistakes. Radunovic hands it off to Jones. Jones being guarded. Out high. And a 3-point attempt is after the shot clock buzzer, so it goes back over to Juventus Utena. Pass inside, and Šulskis denied. Bakic getting both hands up, but that was Radunovic on the first time, and that time as well. Best goes up, misses, and Bakic has it, gets it over to Jones, and the bounce pass was behind his teammate, Bakic, or behind Radunovic. Three turnovers already for KK Mornar. Now it's pass and the dunk. So Tepakaitis, who did get the start tonight, goes up and throws it down with 2 hands. So, and the answer is a good one immediately from Waller. He knocks it down. So back to a 4-3 game. Tepakaitis. As Waller gets his hand on it. And the miss from Best. Jump shot, another one is good, a 3. And Bakic takes it now to a 6-4 lead for KK Mornar. Pass to Tepakaitis, and he's denied. Good defense on the interior by Vujasevic. Another long jump shot right around the top of the key. And Waller showing us certainly what he's got in his arsenal tonight. So 5 points for Waller. He's got a 3 in the long jumper. And Best rattles one in. Juventus Utena trying to get back in the flow, trying to get back to winning ways. They were so good at the start of the season. Another 3-pointer from Waller. And he's got 8 points, and we're just 4 minutes into the contest. Diggs pulls up right at the line. It's good. Jones pulls up and misses. Diggs with the rebound. Outlet pass to Best. He knows best. He goes in, and oh, he missed the layup. Radunovic with the rebound, hands it off to Bakic. And a foul is called against Juventus Utena. Chepakaitis is going to leave. Look at that, 8 points already for Waller. He's hit a couple of threes, and he's looked good while doing it. Now, Denis Salinga comes in the game, as well as Galdikas. So Galdikas, the big center, number 44. And good defense prevents KK Mornar Bar from inbounding the ball. Šilskis throws it up off the back of the rim. Galdigas backpedaling. Important player in the grand scheme of things. Look at Salinga, 39 years of age. And this time well short was Waller, but it was such a bad shot that Bakic was able to snare the air ball. Now he's going to put it up and miss. And Diggs doesn't rebound it. Well, KK Mornar Bar won 2 of their first 3 games, but it's been pretty much all downhill since. In fact, they had to win through the qualifying round to get this far. And nice reverse layup for Radunovic. So 2 of their first 3 games in the regular season. Oh, and Galdigas goes up for the alley-oop jam. And the drive and the reverse, no good. Salinga with the rebound. But his pass not collected by Galdigas, and they are punished with Radunovic going to the other end and scoring with easy layup. He's now got 4 points, but that was a 4-point swing. And a foul called against KK Mornar Bar. Jones. First personal on him. Parker comes into the game now. And Bichkauskas misses. Now it's Waller, who can expect to have a hand in his face now, but he still gets a little bit of freedom and puts it up over Parker and stretches that lead to 7. So an impressive start, certainly, by Waller. When you feel it, you just need a little bit of space. And Bichkauskas thought he had him closely guarded, thought he had him blanketed, but he didn't. Field goal shooting excellent, 7-11 for KK Mornar. Much of that is Waller. 64%, 7 of 11. Plenty of time. No need to panic if you're Juventus Utena, but you certainly do not want to lose this game. I'm going to go ahead and try to get up into third place if you can. See, possibly second place. Juventus Utena have only attempted 1-3, whereas KK Mornar Bar have hit 3 of 4. So if Juventus Utena were to win their last couple of games, see Waller there, he's already got 10 points. He's averaging 12.9 points per game. So he is off to a flying start. And Tabia Waller, 28 years of age. And these are the shots that he's been making. Now, he did have a 29-point game earlier this year against Megalex, and in the qualifying against Igakea, he averaged 24 points. He had 23 in the first game against Igakea, and then 25 in the second. He followed that with 17 against Telenet Ostend. He had 12 against Tenerife, and then he had the 29-point explosion against Megalex. But he has had some relatively quiet games. Only had 6 points last week. He was just 3 of 11 from the floor, 0 of 2 from three-point range. But tonight, so far, it's working. Bakic, and that was on target. And the lead now is 10 for KK Mornar Bar. Long jump shot from Parker. Now the pass. Parker was able to get a hand on it. Chepakaitis back into the game. And that time Waller was off target. Diggs over to Salenga. Pichkauskas, and he was fouled by Jones. Just got him with his left hand as he was reaching in. So Jones will come out. And coming in to replace him is Kalic. Number 3. Pichkauskas gets it to Parker. Parker drives in, hangs, and that will count. So he kind of floated in there and cut that deficit back to 8. Ellis also into the game after the big buildup that we gave him. He hands it off, and he gets it, and then he goes in, and he's going to have an and one. So immediately making an impact, Ellis. So Ellis at the line and does not convert the three-point play. KK Mornar Bar near the bottom statistically in terms of average points scored per game. At 68.2. Only Kimmich, Radia, and Helio Suns are worse. But they have come out flying here at the start. Another foul called. This one on Ellis. So Ellis picks up his first personal. 44.4 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Pichkauskas to Chepakaitis. Fakes it, goes in, puts it up and in. That was a powerful move from the big center. And he really has been impressive, folks. He really does, he plays hard. Doesn't try to do too much. He'll take it when it's there. Now the bounce pass inside, and the immediate answer. So Radunovic now with 6 points. Parker sets the high screen, and Bakic runs into him and commits the foul. Only the no free throws coming. Not many fouls committed so far in the early going, but that is number 4 on KK Mornar. Pichkauskas, bounce pass to Chepakaitis, and again, this time he doesn't convert the opportunity. And Radunovic looks like he may have lost track of time there, but KK Mornar Bar lead at 24-14 at the end of one. And Anton Asureka has some talking to do here in between quarters. So, 10-point lead. Mornar 4 of 5 from 3-point range. As you can see, Juventus Utena have yet to hit one.
Why you go? This guy stay and this guy, and you get the ball here.
Mornar
2 meters.
out-rebounding Juventus Utena 12-6.
And you play options. You play basketball.
Blocks, 3 blocks for KK Mornar. So there's not a lot to dislike about the start for the visitors. Radunovic getting that early block, and then Bakic is playing D. Chepakaitis overall a bright spot. He's got a team high 4 points. Everybody else, all the other players that have scored have 2. Well, you have to really applaud is the start by Waller, coming out and scoring 10 points, 2 of 3 from the arc, 4 of 6 overall, 4 assists for Waller. So he has been on fire. His efficiency ratings all the way up to 14. There's no way he'll keep up that pace, but that is nothing to sneeze at. Galdikas has the 2 after the sensational alley-oop jam. So second quarter action underway. Radunovic hands it off to Waller. Now Ellis. And College misses. Now Diggs brings it. Chepakaitis. And a foul out on the perimeter. So Waller a hit with a personal. Schultz goes back into the game, over to Salinga. Now Chepakaitis fumbles it, gets it back, gets it to Diggs, and Diggs puts it up off the front of the rim. Puts it up again, good this time. He just needed to step into it. So now he's got a team high 5 points and 3 assists. And now the steal by Vasilius. Salinga gets it back, and then he gets it back and puts it up. Nice passing on the break. And after the quick fire 5 points, KK Mornar are going to talk about it. Well, the pass was telegraphed, and Vasilius just went in and scored easily. So the Warhorse, the 39-year-old Danius Salinga, making a positive impact. 5 turnovers now for KK Mornar Bar. I'll tell you what, that can really send you headed the wrong way in a hurry if you start having problems in the turnover game. Juventus Utena also getting some good shots down low, which bodes well. They got 16 points in the paint to 12 for KK Mornar Bar. So Diggs chasing from behind. Bakic has it. Hands it back, and Šulskas steals it. Another pick. Salinga cross court over to Diggs. Diggs penetrates, and a foul called as he's making the pass over to Vasilius. Well, we've seen KK Mornar Bar come out and have a terrific start to the game. In fact, it looked like it's going to be an offensive foul. Let's see what that was. Šulskas had the steal, and it started to break. And it looked like as Diggs went in the lane, something was committed. Jalic comes in, his pass to Ellis, and as he went up, he was fouled. So in fact, the official was a turnover, so presumably 3-second violation on Chepakaitis. Galdigas comes back into the game. Now the ball turns back over. So another turnover. That's 7 turnovers in the game. And Juventus Utena can close the gap to 3, maybe even 2 points. Remember, they were down by 10. Rudovicius not available tonight for Juventus Utena. He's got the flu. Šulskas misses. Galdigas goes up, tries to score with a putback, but didn't bring it down. Bakic puts it up, alley-oop to Ellis, but led him just a little too much. Now Salinga takes it to the middle of the floor, what you're supposed to do. Then he puts it up and draws the foul, but the foul, in fact, was called before the shot. Gosa picks up his first. And that was a good call from the ref. There's a man that understands the game. He knows it was almost going to be a trip to the line for Salinga. Diggs now. Oh, and another alley-oop pass to Galdigas. Well, the build-up was for Ellis, but we've had 2 alley-oop slams from Galdigas. Mugosa puts it up. Misses badly. Now Vasilius over to Salinga. Vasilius has it. Just a 3-point deficit. And Vasilius, well, he wasn't short of arc on that shot, but he just came up short on the shot. He brought some rain with that miss. And good defense as Pavic misses. Good defense from Vasilius. Penetration, out it goes to Vasilius, and Vasilius nails the three-pointer. We've got a tie game. Pavic. Vasilius puts his hand up as if to say, my bust. And the air ball sends it back over to Juventus Utena. Another long jump shot, no good. Ellis gets the long rebound. And the three-pointer is good, but a technical has been called on Magosa, I think, for simulation. And he can't quite believe it. You've seen a lot of players get fouled while shooting threes. He's complaining. He's like, I got fouled. But, you know, I mean, he very well may have been hit on the hand, but that would not have forced him to fall down. Possibly had a point. Foul very easily could have been called on the opposition. But Juventus Utena perhaps catch a little bit of a break there as Diggs goes to the line and makes the technical. And a long shot, no good, but the rebound out to Bichkauskas, another opportunity. And now Spencer Parker flies in. Excuse me, Best flies in, and ball knocked out of bounds. Magosa saves it, and not enough time on the clock for Juventus Utena to get a decent shot. Another foul. Well, Nevic kind of danced his way into the lane. Watch this. No, he didn't. He just tried to split the defense. And he got fouled by Shulskis, but he also made contact with Galdigas. Magosa. And a foul called on Bitskauskas. So Magosa certainly has demonstrated the ability to put the ball in the basket. Meanwhile, Waller's thinking, all I did was come out and score. When am I going to get back in the game? And Magosa finds his way open again, and that's why Waller can't get back in, because just as hot as Waller is Magosa. And maybe the referee did not do any favors to Juventus Utena for calling the technical foul on Magosa, because he's just come out and drilled him. He's playing with a real sense of purpose. Fast break points, 8 for KK Mornar Bar. Look at the three-point shooting for KK Mornar Bar. 6 of 8 from three-point range. It's 2 of 9 for Juventus Utena. So the quick pass, and Salinga gets it, passes over to Best, wide open, and he went down, rebound Salinga, and look at Challenge saying, you didn't call it technical after Best went down, but you did on our guy. And you might have a point there. Salinga drives in and scores with kind of a running jump shot. Well, they better get a hand in the face of Magosa, because he's been hot. Here's Ellis. He gets it back, passes, and Magosa has it. Oh, he gets a little bit of space, and this time he was short. Vasilius with the rebound, and Juventus Utena trailing by 5. Best thinks it's best to pass it back outside to Bitskauskas. Now Salinga open online, but short. Vasilius with the offensive rebound and fouled by Magosa. And Ellis is kind of holding his right knee as if he's injured it. Oh, he landed awkwardly. That didn't look good. He might have to come out. Yeah, I can't see him staying out there. He's going to try to walk it off. Magosa, meanwhile, has picked up his 3rd foul. And that is not a good development. More worryingly, really, is the fitness of Ellis, who surely has to come out of the game. I don't think we'll see him again for the rest of the day. Well, that is a shame, really. But you could see when he came down kind of on top of Vasilius. You always worry when you see the knees cause the player problems. He's able to get it to go in. He's going to get looked at. Here it is again. From that angle, it didn't look quite as bad. But you know what? It doesn't take much to injure the knee. landing awkwardly. And Magosa thought about it. He's such a good shooter. If he gets open, you think he's just going to uncork it. Here he is. He's going to get open. And puts it up and shoots and makes it. This time no technical was called. Boy, he is a natural shooter, isn't he? 10 points coming off the bench. Galdigas sets the pick. Bichkauskas back to Galdigas. No, over to Vasilius. And Vasilius nails a 2. So had a foot on the line. Bounce pass and oh, the swat. Galdigas with the swat. He's on the SWAT team. That was impressive. Guarding the rim. Now Best over to Galdigas. Back to Salenga. Gives a pump fake. And Best flies in and ties up the KK Mornar bar player. And a little bit of hurly-burly there. Both players going after each other. Vujasevic and Best. Vujasevic didn't like how Best came in, but that was the swat. Vujasevic was perhaps a little bit upset. So Bakic comes into the game. And Magosa goes out with the 3 fouls. Salenga puts it up and in. So Best hustle tied him up and ended up getting another possession for Juventus Utena. Boy, that would really be a deflating occurrence if KK Mornar, for them, if they were not leading at halftime. They've led for most of the half, and now Best goes in and puts Juventus Utena back in front. And Waller called for the foul. So an and one coming. I'll tell you what, it seems like Waller could not have played any better in the first quarter and early in the second. And he was on the bench for a very long time. You know, sometimes when you're a player and you feel it and you're like at the top of your game, you want minutes, you want to be out there. And you almost wonder maybe if KK Mornar Bar might have been better suited to keep him out on the court. Now, good defense. Salenga comes up with a steal. Best takes the contact, puts it up and in. And you can see the frustration on the face of Waller. The excellent hustle from Best. And Salenga doesn't look 39 years of age. He is involved in a lot of good things right now that are going on for Juventus Utena. And just look at the body language for KK Mornar Bar. They are not happy. Up to the rebounding totals, KK Mornar, Juventus Utena. You really do have to wonder. It almost looks as if Waller is kind of angry that he wasn't out there more. You can see him when he sat down on the bench. He was like, why wasn't I out there? Remember, he started off like a house on fire. That was Galdigas with the alley-oop dunk. And Juventus Utena have, they were, you know, in a little bit of trouble at the end of the first quarter, and they've been able to turn this thing around. Still a long way to go. Remember the first time these teams played in Montenegro, there's the shooting percentages for this quarter for both teams. Much better for Juventus Utena. And almost a turnover. And the drive and the miss. And the hustle gets it back, but because they didn't hit anything, the shot clock expired. Juventus Utena won the first game, but just by 2 points. So this is a game that KK Mornar would really like to get away from home. Bichkauskas off target. Vasilius with the rebound. Shulskas back over to Bichkauskas. Over to Vasilius, and he was short. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Juventus Utena. I believe it was off Vasilius. Radunovic had 17 and Waller 18 in the first meeting between these two teams. It was Galdigas, Yaxtis, who we haven't seen yet, and Diggs that did most of the scoring for Juventus Utena. Well, KK Mornar pull it back to within a single point. And Bakic now with 8 points. So the final seconds ticking off here in the first half. Bichkauskas hands it off, and Best goes in, follows up his own miss, puts it up and in. And I'll say one thing about Best. He doesn't give up on a play, does he? He was quick with those hands. He gets denied here, but stays with it, goes back up, hangs in the air, and the foul looked like it was on Bakic. That was a great block by Vujasevic. But Best just goes to show, no, the foul they're going to call on Vujasevic. Oh, just as well for KK Mornar. It's only his first. And Best with a three-point play at the end of the first half. And that's how it finishes. Well, they led by as many as 10, but they are trailing now 40-36. Juventus Utena on top of KK Mornar Bar at halftime. Well, the three-point shooting hasn't really noticeably improved for Juventus Utena, but inside the arc, they're now 15 of 31, and they are 11 of 11. Sorry, they're 11 offensive rebounds, which has helped. We just saw one there by Best. 5 blocks for KK Mornar. Just one for Juventus Utena. And they say those guys almost like doppelgangers. Now, Shulskas with the 2 steals. He's been quiet offensively. Ragosa coming off the bench has a game-high 10 points. Well, as does Waller for KK Mornar. And Vasilius and Best and Diggs leading the way for Juventus Utena. How good would they be if they had Ragosa and Waller on the court at the same time? That would be a lot of firepower. 26 points in that quarter for Juventus Utena, just 12 for KK Mornar Bar. And this is what we have at halftime. So enjoy the halftime highlights, and be sure to come right back for the start of the third quarter. 40-36, Juventus Utena on top of KK Mornar Bar here at halftime in this Group D game of the Basketball Champions League. It's been an interesting game. KK Mornar Bar, you see with Waller there. He really got it going in the first half, in the first quarter rather. He had 10 points. And then he stayed on the court for a little bit more early in the second before sitting down, and it was almost as if he lost his rhythm. I mean, certainly KK Mornar Bar were missing their best weapon, and I'm guessing that contributed to Juventus Utena being able to come back. They re-entered the game late, and when a player is shooting it like that with that much confidence, you'd like to see him stay on the floor. Certainly he would like to stay on the floor. Lagosha came in, played well in his absence. At least he shot it well. But it was not enough for KK Mornar as they let a big lead slip. So Waller, number 24 there with the 10 points, the 4 of 6 from the floor, the 4 assists, and maybe we haven't seen the last of him tonight. Maybe he's gonna save the best for the second half. Gaudigus with the impressive alley-oop. That time Vasilius, who started to get hot. He's a real battler out there, Vasilius. So second half action underway, folks. Juventus Utena on top, 40-36, and Waller comes right out, just like he did at the start of the game, and nails a long jump shot. But Chepakaitis answers down low. So 6 points for the serviceable big man. Jones back outside to Patic, and the battle for the ball. Chepakaitis brings it down, hands it off to Diggs. Now Diggs, no look. Over to Best, who's been excellent. Chepakaitis passes it back out to Diggs, 1 on the shot clock. And good defense from Bakic out on the perimeter. Waller has it. Best is trying to get in his grill. Look at that. He's guarding him close, but he's feeling it, Waller. He's going to put it up anyway, but this time short. Perhaps forced it. Chepakaitis bounce pass to Vasilius. And Vasilius stays on the ground, holding his head. Oh, he caught an elbow. No question about it. Watch this. Gets him right there. Bam! It's a physical game at times, folks. And Vasilius caught the elbow. Perhaps, well, definitely unlucky not to get the three-point play opportunity on that one. So Vasilius is going to come out. He got his bell rung. Look at Sareka and Vasilius just looking out like, why wasn't the foul called? But the refs can only call what they see. They obviously didn't see it. Jones drives in, puts it up off the glass and in. Nice looking play by Jones. Got to keep up with the Joneses. And Salinga, and an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Bakic. Boy, Salinga is clever, isn't he? I mean, he knew the foul was going to be called and was making sure he got into the shooting motion. So Salinga goes to the line and misses the first. He'll get another one, and then it'll be possession. And Salinga misses both. It's about the only thing he's done wrong tonight. Gotta say, tough call on Bakic. Like he was reaching in. Šilskis hands it off to Diggs. Šilskis has been quiet. Maybe he'll come to life. Now Best inside to Chepakaitis. Out to Šilskis. Good! The three-pointer right on cue. And that takes the lead up to 7, the biggest of the game for Juventus Utena. Jones faces some pressure and throws the ball into the hands of Chepakaitis. Now Salinga turns over to Diggs. Good! Boys, Salinga just as calm as you like, pulled up on the dribble, looked for his open man, and Diggs took the shot with confidence. Now Salinga called for the foul, reaching in. So leaving the game is Pavic. He was the one that gave the inadvertent elbow to Vasilius. Pressure out top on Bakic. Vujocevic tries to get himself free. He does. And then he tried to pass it. And the ball was knocked out of bounds. His intended target was Radunovic. The miss. And now back to Chepakaitis, and Chepakaitis puts it up and in. The lead has grown to double digits for Juventus Utena. And with 6:49 remaining in the third quarter, timeout. Watch Diggs. He sees the big fella, gives him the perfect bounce pass, and Vujocevic commits the foul. Certainly, Chepakaitis goes up for the basket. So no foul on the play, in fact, excuse me. So they have started 11-4. There's the points by quarter for each. You can see Juventus Utena really took over there in the second quarter, outscoring the KK Mornar Bar 26-12. Look at that. That is glaring. 38 points in the paint for Juventus Utena. 20 for KK Mornar Bar, and Antanas Sareka just has a satisfied look as he sees the camera. There's Waller. The beauty of basketball, and in fact, a technical foul has been called on Juventus Utena's bench. So Jones goes to the line and makes the free throw. Very odd. I don't know if they were complaining that no foul was called on Chepakaitis, but it's the sort of thing that you're almost inviting a team to come back into the game He could have a big trip down the floor this time. Bounce pass, and well read though by Diggs. He comes up with a steal, and the foul called against KK Mornar Bar. So Vujasevic picks up the personal. Vujasevic. And the dump to Šulskas, and he puts it up off the glass and in. Seven points for Šulskas. Well, it's the type of player, doesn't matter what's going on, he's going to get his points. He will get up to double digits. There's Jones. Jones passed up the shot. Well, he's going to have to put it up now, and he does, and misses, and Vujasevic could not control it. (53-41). Remember, Juventus Utena could climb into second place if things go their way. Field goal percentage this quarter, 100%. Juventus Utena, they haven't missed. Bounce pass, Chepakaitis, and Best. Well, he collected the ball. Wasn't the best of bounce passes, but Best did a good job of turning it into 2 points. And a three-pointer from you-know-who, Waller. The pass to Chepakaitis, it looked like he was blocked by the backboard. Now Waller. Over to Radunovic, who goes in for the two-handed jam. Nice find by Waller. And the short one, no good. And now Radunovic has it. And the running again is Jones, hands it off to Waller. And Soreka now has to burn a timeout. You want to run? We're going to run, says KK Mornar Bar. And pretty much everything that Waller is involved in is good. You see there, he feeds Radunovic, who just didn't mess around at all. And then Jones, certainly an unselfish player, just hands it off to Waller. And Waller goes up for the easiest two that he has scored all night long. I mean, Waller, I think now has 17 points. So he is having himself quite a game. Let's listen to Coach Soreka.
Look to the five, run, and now pass here or pass inside. This is this side. After, hey, pass, and play big. One, like one. Pass, okay, run here.
A ovaj, kad ga protočim, ja sam da se ovaj popne. I opet imamo 2-3. Samo malo visoči ovdje.
See, Waller does have 17. Skauskas brings it across, gets it to Diggs. As we come out of the timeout, Galdigas was looking for a potential alley-oop. And it comes up to the high post. 3 on the shot clock. He's going to have to put it up. He's going to have to hurry. And he doesn't. So the offense grinds to a halt that time for Juventus Utena. And Antonis Soreka is just beside himself. Jones hands it off to Bakic. And the reach. And a foul is called on Diggs. Diggs was hoping they were going to call an offensive foul. First personal. You gotta like the way that KK Mornar have come back. It looked like they were about ready to be run out of the gym, but another reach, and the foul this time called on Bičkauskas. That's 3 fouls now on Juventus Utena here in the third quarter. Bakic down low, and he was being held by Galdigas, and that is now 4 fouls on Juventus Utena in the third quarter. So the next one will put KK Mornar Bar on the line. Jones inbounds it to Vujasevic. Jones to a jumper and draws the foul. So as Ellis looks on, looks like he's done for the night, and it's a little bit of pain over there. Remember, he came down awkwardly on his right knee. Vasilius picks up the foul. So for the rest of the quarter, it'll be free throws when they're fouled for KK Mornar Bar. Came into this shooting very respectable, 74.5% at the free throw line. So this is an opportunity for them, and Jones, he misses the first attempt. Jones came into this game shooting 85% at the free throw line. So he makes the second. That's some full court pressure. Back to 6. And Bičkauskas pulls it back out. Hands off to Diggs. Juventus Utena in 4th place, hoping to climb in the standings over the last 2 weeks of the regular season. Diggs puts it up and knocks down the jump shot. KK Mornar Bar trying to get into position to qualify for the FIBA Europe Cup. Jones right at the line, and that was a quick shot for him. He's usually unselfish to a fault, but that time didn't wait at all. Vujasevic got a hand on the pass from Bičkauskas. Diggs doesn't hesitate, and Vasilius kept it alive by crashing the boards. Now Best is going to put up a 3, and good box out by Jones. Kept Vasilius away from the ball. And the more you watch Jones, the more you like him. Bakic for 3. Galdigas couldn't rebound it, but Diggs did, and Bakic came in and committed his 4th foul. Shot is good from Diggs. And just like that, back to a 10-point lead. Well, KK Mornar Bar were good when they were getting out and running, and that time the quick pass to Bakic, and Bakic wasn't able to control the pass. Good work, it appeared, from Jones, even though it was perhaps a hard pass. Now Diggs drives in, misses, hustles back. Bakic got a hand on it. Diggs ends up with the ball again, misses, and Vasilius chases down the long rebound. Pitskauskas over to Diggs. I'll tell you what, when you give a team second and third chances, they're going to knock them down eventually. And fortunately for KK Mornar Bar, the opposition did not. Now Waller misses off the front of the rim. And the drive, and Best will go to the line for 2 free throws. Here he is again. Best a 66.7% free throw shooter coming into the game. And he hit 1 of 2 in the first half. Here he is. Front and back to the rim, gets it to fall. So 11. Make it an 11-point lead now with 1:11 to go in the third quarter. Best again makes just 1 of 2. So Mijovic back into the game, calling the plays. Pavic sets the pick, rolls, and well, a turnover. Radunovic. Traveling was the call. 14 turnovers now against KK Mornar Bar. Just when it seemed Juventus Utena were wobbling, they've gone back in front by 11. And this time, the alley-oop pass to Galdikas was a little too high. Galdikas says, I can get up, but I can't get up that high. Final 15 seconds of the third quarter. Bakic penetrates, passes it back outside. Mijovic, his pass knocked away. Still time for Diggs and Co. It's going to be Best. And the shot is good from 3. Oh boy. From deep, Best stretches the lead to 14 points at the end of the third quarter. That is what you call an end of the third quarter dagger. Well, 55% for Juventus Utena. It's a good thing for KK Mornar Bar. Their threes aren't falling. They're going to check to make sure that was a 3. I think it was. Yes, he'll get a 3 for that. I think that angle is better for the referee to determine that shot. Here it is. This is the angle right here. Well, not from that angle, but even from that angle, it looks like it's a 3. That, I think that one shows it the best. Oh, gosh. There are numerous ways. I mean, they have to see something that's going to make them think it wasn't a 3, and I haven't seen anything yet. That very well may be the best angle right there. So as you look at the highlights of the third quarter, just as a reminder, Juventus Utena came into this game in 4th place, but still with a chance of getting up into 2nd. And possibly getting a direct ticket to the playoffs to bypass the first round of the playoffs. They're 7-5, just as are SIG Strasbourg. 7-5. Citygas Avellino are 8-4. And they're in second place. They play Iberostar Tenerife later tonight. Vitkauskas knocks down another 3. Bakic puts it up. And best with the rebound. Well, it is a mountain to climb right now for KK Mornar as suddenly the threes start to fall. And now the alley-oop pass and another dunk from Mr. Galdikas. And the lead has ballooned to 19. Jones, he gets swatted from Galdikas, who is suddenly the Terminator. Diggs, Vasilius, and Galdikas again with the putback dunk. Ovidius Galdikas is starting to dominate on both ends of the floor. Look at that, the putback. Well, it's been a quiet night for him really until the last 20 seconds or so. And all of a sudden he's made about 3 highlight reel plays. Radunovic puts up a 3 and nails it. $11 points for Radunovic. And traveling is the call. Jones puts up a jumper. And well, back into the game is Magosha, and he gets another quick 2. Now Diggs. And the ball goes out of bounds, a shot clock violation. So the lead, Juventus Utena, is 16 points. Salinga comes back into the game, and Diggs takes a seat. Oshulskas, it's been a very quiet night for him. 7 points, 1 assist. Maybe the quietest night of the Basketball Champions League for him so far, but it doesn't matter when his team's up 16. That's a sign of a good team when you've got other guys that can step up. Now Radunovic for 3. And the long one comes out to Best. Vitkauskas weaves his way, has the ball knocked out of his hands. Back to Best. Best over to Vasilius. And off the back of the rim, and Vasilius tried to get the follow. Now Magosha. Magosha doesn't need any inviting. He will put up the jumper. Now Galdikas is called for the foul on the crashing the defensive boards. Drives in, and Magosha, oh, he hits the 3 this time, and there's no technical foul on Magosha. No, Magosha this time will go to the line for a potential 4-point play. And that shot is incredible. Boy, that has cut the deficit back to 12 points. And now the pass back to Diggs. Šulskis gets it to Chepakaitis. Chepakaitis forces his way inside. And good, strong rebound. That time from Vujacevic. Now Jones drives in, puts it up, and draws the foul. And here comes KK Mornar Bar. So timeout called on the floor by Sireka as he tries to calm things down. That's with 15 points leading the way. Juventus Utena.
Start one side. Okay, beat, pass, forward, will be here, pass here, pass, run.
Idemo sljedeći napad. Mugi. Idi na loptu, jasno.
Waller 17 leads the way.
Čaka. Falsa, Radoje. Znači, Momo i dalje čaka u čošak, ide pas. Radoje, leđa. Ide pas. Mugi 3 point. Ajmo.
Galdikas with 8 points. Certainly has not been lacking in the dunking department tonight. Jones, good free throw shooter, 85% coming into the game. Makes another one. There's Ellis. Has to be a spectator in this one after hurting his knee. Hopefully you'll come back soon, Octavius. So back to 9 points now. Salinga. And he is fouled by Radinovic. Radinovic picks up his second foul of the game. Salinga's free throws take it back to an 11-point advantage. Magosha hands it off. Now Magosha puts it up and nails it. Boy, he is a confident shooter, folks. $19 points. And that latest three makes it 72-64. And the way this game is going, KK Mornar, you simply can't count them out, folks. They are coming back. They trailed by 21. They've cut it now to 8. Magosha, another one, bam! .22 points, 5 of 6 from three-point range. The pass inside to Šulskis, he's denied. Magosha hands it off to Jones. Now goes behind his back, gets to the lane, puts it up to Magosha. And really, it doesn't matter where he catches it, folks. Right now, Magosha is just pouring in the points. He's got 24. Diggs has it up top. And now the ball thrown right into the hands of Vujocevic. Jones avoids Diggs. Oh, he's got to find Magosha. Radunovic drives, puts it up, and scores, and cuts the deficit to 1. What a turn of events, folks. KK Mornar Bar refused to lose. They have cut it back to 1 point. And Diggs. Chepakaitis with the rebound. So Galdigas comes back in, Butchkauskas comes back in, and if you've learned anything from this, folks, the Basketball Champions League is just simply unpredictable. It's predictably unpredictable. I mean, most teams would have been flying to the finish line up 21, but Juventus Utena have been reeled back in. Now Vasilius hits the long jump shot. What a devastating loss this would be for them if they were to blow a 21-point lead. KK Mornar Bar, though, they want to be in the FIBA Europe Cup. Denied. Jones driving. Now he is holding his left knee. And boy, hopefully it's only a cramp. And Ellis looks on and says, I hope you haven't hurt your knee like I have. Watch this. Left. It didn't seem anything obvious as he came down. Exciting player. Jones plays with a lot of control. And they're going to resume things as he gets some treatment underneath his own basket. So hopefully it's only a cramp. Meanwhile, Diggs left open. And Salinga goes up for the offensive rebound and putback. I believe that was Salinga. Maybe it was Vasilius. It may be that he's injured his ankle, but it looked like he was holding his knee. And you just hate to see it. I mean, never do you want to see that, obviously. 7 points, 2 of 9, but 6 assists. I think overall he's played well, Jones. And now he's hopefully, both he and Ellis will not have serious injuries. You see him grimace as he leaves the floor. Jones, 26 years of age. Magosha now beats the press, hands it off to Bakovic. And without Jones, who is pretty key, how are KK Mornar Bar going to handle this? Magosha splits the D, drives in, and that time forced it. He was trying to get a foul. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Now Waller comes back into the game. Challenge comes back out. And just before Waller can get a play, the timeout has been called. 11 of 19, but that three-point shot has been crucial for KK Mornar Bar.
Balsa ovdje I Mugi ovdje, Mugi odmah, tamo je jasno. Borisa, ti si tu. Balša, Boris upraviš blokadu.
This is number 7.
And there you see the rebounding. I'll tell you what, usually you see a translator over there talking to the Americans who might not understand the native language, the local language, but I couldn't see anybody doing that for Waller. Second chance points, 15 for Juventus Utena. There's Mogosha. I mean, he has, just quite simply, folks, it has been exciting watching Mogosha. He has been terrific. He really has. Marco Mogosha, 23 years of age. And that time, the three-point attempt from Bakic at the end of the shot clock doesn't hit anything, so it goes back over to the home team. Against Tenerife, Mogosha 2 weeks ago had hit 4 of 6 from three-point range, but nothing to indicate he would have the type of performance that he was having today. He has 17 points in that game, 24 now. Now Bichkauskas goes up and Vasilius gets in there, gets the offensive rebound, and a new 14. And the rebounding numbers looking good. Looking better here for this Juventus Utena team, and that makes a big difference. The second, third chances. Bakic picks up the foul. So 4 fouls on KK Mornar, 4 fouls on Juventus Utena. So the next one will put the teams on the line. Diggs. Drifts off. What a bounce pass from Diggs, and he gets it to Galdikas. Well, that was just a thing of beauty. That is basketball 101. Look at that. Bounce pass to the big fella. 7 points. And now Bichkauskas putting the pressure on Bakic with Jones out of the game. Waller puts up a 3 and hits it. Well, you can't complain with his contribution today, that's for sure. 20 points for him. 4 of 7 from three-point range. The three-point shot has kept this KK Mornar Bar team in the game. 7 on the shot clock. Diggs goes baseline, back outside to Bichkauskas for 3. Oh, that's a dagger with 32.7 remaining. Now back to Waller. Salinga has Mogosha. Waller puts up a 3, and the rebound to Salinga. And Juventus Utena, boy, they have had a scare today, but it looks like they are going to survive. And they are going to get their 8th win of the Basketball Champions League regular season. Look at Galdikas. He's the cheerleader. And a foul called on Mogosha. Not sure why that foul was committed. So Diggs goes to the line. Mogosha's got 4 fouls, so at least he was able to stay on the court for the rest of the game. And Diggs with 12 points, 12 assists, struggling at the free throw line. Well, he's 1 of 2 now. So he's got an impressive double-double. 13 points, 12 assists, and Juventus Utena have held on for an 82-74 victory over KK Mornar Bar. As the dunking machine Galdikas walks off the court there, here are the final stats. Boy, that three-point shooting really couldn't have been much better for KK Mornar. 12 of 22, but it just wasn't enough. They really got killed on the boards. 43 rebounds, 19 of them offensive for Juventus Utena today. Just 27 rebounds for KK Mornar. And you know you're having a good game, you got a good team when you can win with Shulskas being pretty anonymous on the night. He had a relatively quiet night there. You saw the turnovers and everything else. Best was very good. He was at his best, really, in the first half. He ended up with 15 points to lead the way in scoring. Galdigas had the 3 steals, the 4 blocks, and the 10 points. The plus 21 efficiency. That's not a bad line from him. And Vasilius also had 11 points. Diggs, we mentioned, had the 13 points and the 12 assists. Magosha, 24 points coming off the bench. He played only 16 minutes, and that's quite an output for him. I mean, he's one to follow, 23 years of age. He is Montenegrin. So Galdigas goes over and exchanges high fives, low fives with the fans. And here we are now. We are going to see some highlights here in the 4th quarter. Marco Magosha, by the way, is a young Montenegro international, so he is a player I think you want to keep an eye on for that Montenegro national team. He last played the 2013 Under-20 European Championship. Maybe he'll find his way into Bogdan Tanjevic's team for the Eurobasket this year. Who knows? Certainly that type of shooting performance will raise some eyebrows. Well, it was a 4th quarter that saw this Juventus Utena team go up by 21 points, but KK Mornar Bar, to their credit, did not throw in the towel. They came right back and really made a game of it. Waller was outstanding, as was Radunovic, as was Jones and Magosha as well, who 24 points in 16 minutes was, quite frankly, folks, was electric. I mean, it's hard to believe you don't win a game when a player like that has that type of performance. But if you don't control the boards and you don't get those second chance points or prevent those second chance points, that can come home to roost. Those 19 offensive rebounds for Juventus Utena. Plus they had the 44 points in the paint compared to the 24 for KK Mornar. KK Mornar, most of the damage they did was from long range. Well, what does this mean? Well, Juventus Utena now have improved to 8-5. They will be hoping results, the other results in Group D go their way. Presumably they'll be pulling for Tenerife to win their game against Sidigas Avellino later tonight. Because if Tenerife hold on and win that game, Sidigas Avellino and Juventus Utena would be level at 8-5. Sidigas right now 8-4, and you've also got Sig Strasbourg at 7-5. Now they are currently in 3rd place, and Sig Strasbourg, they will be playing tomorrow at home against Sabona in a very big game. Sabona currently in 5th place. Well, it's been a lot of fun watching this game, folks. I'm glad that you were able to tune in and watch it with us. One last time, Juventus Utena protect the home court. It was a close one, but they won it 82-74 over KK Mornar Bar. Plenty of Basketball Champions League action coming your way tonight, tomorrow, and the rest of the season.